Hello there, my name is Falcon, and today we're going to be taking a look at Siege of Niuzao Temple, Heroic Mode. It's quite possible that I just slaughtered the name of that, but it doesn't really matter. I'm not very good with pronunciation anyway. So let's just go ahead and jump right into the heart of the matter. The video is fast forwarded to 450% for trash and stuff, and then we will take a look at the bosses in normal speed. Please note that this is beta and the video footage, or the bosses, are slightly undertuned, ridiculously. And some of them might even be quite buggy. Drumroll? No. Anyway, so first we have Vizar Jinbok. The first thing you'll notice is that the pool in the middle of the room steadily expands throughout the fight. Running through the pool will cause it to shrink back to appropriate sizes. You'll also notice these globules going toward the middle. If they hit it, they greatly expand the range of it. Now, the person who touches the puddle will get a debuff called Sap Resin, which deals about 4k-ish damage every second, and it stacks steadily. So you're going to want to have a few, maybe 2 or 3 people switching out, going through it. And that's pretty much that part. Now, the reason that you want to do this is because not only will it put a giant debuff in the middle of the room and spread everywhere, also his main ability is called Detonate, which he will use here shortly. And when he does Detonate, it will cause the entire room to explode and deal damage based on the size of the puddle. You also, I do believe, want to stay out of the little puddles that the globules put on the ground. As you see, he's casting Detonate now. And it's real small and doesn't actually hurt that much at all. Hopefully that this fight is buffed quite a bit, and we will see some actual damage coming out of this. But please note, again, it is beta. This fight was rather short, sweet, and it was a great introduction for... Actually, it was kind of sad, I guess, for my first heroic that I got to do as soon as I hit level... Okay, never mind. That's right. Standing in it, I don't think actually does anything. But I just hit level 90, and I queued for a heroic and got in here. And it was nice. So this boss is about finished. He's casting his second Detonate. And he will be going down momentarily. The comp for this group, I believe, is a priest healer. I think we have a rogue, a shaman, and I don't know what the last guy was. I don't remember. It's a rogue, a shaman, and something else. It wasn't a priest. I think it was a mage. So here we go. We're just going to go ahead and burn through the trash here. Real quick, these will put a stacking debuff on you that will cause you to do more damage, but also take more damage. So you need to be a little bit careful when pulling them. These guys don't really do a whole lot that's notable. Just burn them down quickly. Of course, everything could be tuned up, and you might really need CC later on, but currently, you don't. You want to dodge the pulls there, and then you just go and repeat. Not a whole lot to say about this. Just dodging stuff and pulling. There's not too many trash pools. Now, don't make the same mistake that I'm about to make, which is right. Come on, kill him, kill him, kill him. Fire. Yeah, don't. No, wait, it's right here. I'm an idiot. You don't want to keep going. You want to make sure you turn right there, as we didn't notice at first. Oh, whoops. So this brings you out to this balcony. And you'll see there's these 3 pandas here. They were Pandarians, excuse me. They were captured at the beginning of the siege, and then they broke free, and you helped them. Now, we didn't know what was happening at first, but you're supposed to stay at the top of the thing, and these ads will come up. So it's kind of like a tower defense. And you normally won't be kiting these guys through the puddles. You will have everyone up there, and you'll be throwing the tar barrels down, and they'll walk through them and they'll die. As they walk through the barrels, they'll be slowed. These guys, though, detonate and do lots of damage. You want to you want to keep the puddles down, and then you want to make sure someone hits them with the direct spell, because they die really quick when you do. As you can see, we're not doing too well, but we managed to pull it up. The next ad that comes up is this giant warrior. He'll pretty much make it every time. He has a lot of HP, but I believe there's usually only 2 or 3 of them. You can see we get it kind of down here, and we're throwing down the barrels, and we got a nice little line going. The 3 pandas will constantly be putting new barrels up. Now we have the boss coming. For some reason that last ad doesn't come, but the boss is now coming. And pretty much the theory that I have for the fight, because it does bug out, is that you're going to want to keep the tar down as much as possible while, like we have right here, you're going to want to keep this down and keep it going. There's also an aerial unit that he will summon, which actually that might be the last guy I was thinking of. But no, he's still down there. You want to have your range get on him and bring him down, and then dodge the swirling thing on the ground. As you can see, the general, Commander Littlejack, he is stuck. We don't know why. We think it may have been the shaman's totem that froze it currently, but we just basically burned him down. So you're going to want to have him kited, and then you're going to want to have your range burning him as he's coming up, I believe is what the fight is entitled to. He does have 2 abilities that you're going to want to watch out for. If he does get to the top, which is 1,000 Blades, where he'll throw out a ton of blades and they'll whirl around him, hitting anyone within 8 yards, you're going to want to move out of that and try not to take damage as needed. And then he also has a ability where he charges a random person and does a knockback to his current target. Now, I think that you're going to want to have the tank kite him so that the tank doesn't get smashed, because he's supposed to be an extremely strong enemy. But who knows, right? We'll just have to wait and see when they get this fixed. So let's go ahead and jump back into our fast forwarding. We're going to be pulling a little bit more trash, and then we'll be at the next boss. General Polvac. We'll get it more into what he does in just a second, but we'll just quickly burn through this trash. Again, it's a lot of AoE. The little mobs right there, the last one we killed, they do a shadow step? Yeah, shadow step. And you got to kind of watch out for them, make sure you pick them up. And you can skip a lot of this trash, or you can pull it, because someone's liable to do this. I was trying to be cocky and get us out of here quickly, but it didn't quite happen, but it's alright. Stuff happens. People die. It's a game. There's no need to stress. So there's these 3 pats here you're going to want to, or 3 groups here you're going to pick up, and they're all pretty much the same. You want to try to get everyone to stay down at the bottom of the hill here so that you don't have to go chasing things. It's quite annoying. And so as we pull these last 2 groups, I'm going to switch my ability. I will be doing a video over that as well. I picked up Holy Prism, which does, and I know if you're not a paladin you really don't give a damn, but Holy Prism does a heal if you target a friendly, or it does damage if you target an unfriendly. And then it also does a AoE to the opposite. So if you do damage, it'll heal. If you do heal, it'll damage. So if you've noticed, I've been trying to switch to a friendly target so that I can get the damage, because I'm not taking much damage. But on to the boss, General Polvac. The first move that we're going to talk about is Blade Rush. Here you can see I'm setting up, and I'm going to use my hammer to pull, which doesn't work currently. He just kind of ignores it. But here we go. Hammer time. No. Okay. As you see, he ignored it. But anyway, so his first ability is Blade Rush. He throws his blade at a random target. You need to try to dodge this, as it will stun you and I believe knock you back. And then he will charge at your sword, and anyone, I think, caught in the path of it will cause... No, okay. It's anyone who's near the sword will take a good chunk of damage and be knocked back and stunned. So at... Let's see, at 65%, yeah, 65%, he will do a thing called Bulwark, where he will become unattackable. Well, you can attack the shield. The shield has 1,000,000 life. You need to DPS it down, and then all these ads come. The tank will need to pick these up, and you'll also notice bombs being dropped. Notably, I die a lot in this damn video. I really, I refused to watch the dungeon journal, and I was trying to just do the fight. But anyway, so these siege explosives that are being dropped by the Amber Wings, I believe they're called, can be picked up and thrown. You want to place them near the shield, I believe, because they will do damage to it and help bring it down faster. But you can also throw them toward these guys, and as you just saw, they'll all disappear. It does do a massive amount of damage, 200,000, and then it takes into account your... Yeah, see, running into it, very bad. Then it takes into account your... Really, I'm just standing right there. That's asking to die. Anyway, once you bust the shield, he comes back up. You need to finish off any mobs he has, and then you will rinse and repeat. There is one other move that I did forget to mention, which he cast is Tempest. Does AoE damage that can't be avoided, and then it also throws a absorption shield on you that stops healing. Add insult to injury, of course. That's what bosses are meant to do. And this doesn't really affect us too much. You can tell the healer's kind of low on mana, but that's right. We have a druid, I believe. Is there a druid? No. Dang it, I do not remember who this last guy is. So you see me using my new weapon, or my new hammer, which is really kind of cool. And then just picking up the guys as best I can and avoiding those. Actually, I took the damage, but I popped a... No? Is it right here I do it? Just kind of popping cooldowns and standing near it. And here we go. Because I figured, hey guys, this is going too long. Let's just go ahead and finish this fight. There's really no other mechanics to note, and I die. Again. It's okay, though. They're able to finish him off, and we get more healing gear, which is completely useless. So let's go on to Wing Leader Nironk, I believe is his name. I have to clear some quite annoying trash here, and you'll see these I guess honey jars. I don't know what's supposed to be in them, but they're giant jars. And this is actually part of the fight that you're going to be going through. So, completely useless, and you probably don't care, but Wing Leader Nironk doesn't like General PoV. Random fact that I found out. I'm mainly just trying to buy time because there's nothing to talk about. These mobs throw bricks at you. That's their big thing. Oh, and this one doesn't crystallize, my bad. But the regular builders throw bricks at you. They're dicks. Lots of AoE, they go down quick. They don't deal a whole lot of damage to anyone. And that's it. So we're at the boss. Okay, so what's the boss do? He hurls bricks at you. Very, very awesome. So I'm kind of quickly going over this because it's the last fight, and I don't want to screw up too much. So basically, the things you need to know is he will throw an orange ooze at you, or excuse me, off the ground at a random person, and it will slow you by 50% if you touch it, or if anyone touches it. And then it does a pretty good amount of damage. Other than that, he also will spray you with a quick drying resin, which will deal fire damage to you, and if you let it go its full course, it will stun you for basically 6 seconds, I believe is what it is. And you see this bar in the middle of my screen. This is the meter. So how do you counteract this? You jump. You jump. Oh yeah. So Syndragosa 2.0. Not Syndragosa. I cannot remember the name of that frost dragon. Oh well, the one in the Nexus. She apparently wasn't too important. So basically that's all this. So his next ability, which will happen very shortly, he does it twice every fight. He will fly up in the air, there he goes, and fly to the other side. I thought it meant the other side of the bridge there, but it means back here. As you can see, I'm confused, and then I realize, oh. Now, I believe this will push you off and die if you don't make it. But what you're going to want to do is get to the other side and interrupt him. I found that a Paladin who picks up the sprint and then throws their Avenger's Shield, does good, or a Shaman who is able to go with their instant Ghost Wolf and get over there and hit them with the Wind Shear. I think this will be better demonstrated in a second when I do it. But as you can see, there's a thing, slows you, it's quite annoying. He does deal a fair amount of damage, but our healer was on top of his game and he wasn't able to finish us off. Which I'm quite okay with, because dying sucks. But we are nearing the end of the fight. We will have one more flight phase. It does have an exact thing, but I don't really care. It's a flight phase. Let's break it down to simple terms. And it will be happening now. As you can see here, I pop my sprint. Oh no, I don't. It's on cooldown. I'll pop it in a second. It does not allow you to run past the wind, though. Please note that. And running right through the middle of a puddle was pretty stupid. But again, my general feedback is please buff these fights. I realize that they're not tuned properly, and you know that's fine. But I'm just hoping we don't go back to the sadness that is Cataclysm and I like hard fights. Anyway, I would like to thank you for watching. I would encourage you to rate the video, do your thing, and to have a great day. And there he goes. Oh yeah. Heroic Siege. Y'all have a great